It was a Cinderella story, wasn't it? I mean, we're only in our second year and went all the way to the PDL national final in a league that contains 70 teams across North America. So what was great for us, year one brought us about, I think we won 3, only lost 2, but we tied 7. So we talked about that in the training session we just had about managing the upper goal, down a goal moments. And this year we just kept getting better as the season went on. I looked to that Portland Timbers 4-0 game at home. I think that's when we announced, right, we've got a great squad here. And we just went on and we had some resilient moments when we played against Kitsap, the doubleheader at home. And we went down to 9 men and still were able to pull off a point against a very good side. And then you look at the playoff game, our first ever against Seattle Sounders under 23s at home. And Topher Fakunli, one of our academy players, goes and scores a goal and goes running right to the young kids that he coaches that are part of our current academy. For me, that's the one that gives me shivers. We went on to, Dominic Zator scoring the winning goal. There's so many highlights, but that Topher moment really does stick out, and one that probably will go to my grave with me. We've got actually a good majority of guys coming back. Other than my whole back line. So my focus in the off season is, listen, can we secure guys opportunities elsewhere? So we've got a couple of guys that went out to the Whitecaps that they're deliberating on right now. Tyron Hutchins went out to in Sweden with FC Gut, and then a couple of other guys have got to the age and stage where it's now about work and their next lifestyle choice. So for me now, I'm rebuilding the whole back line, and then adding a couple of players from the Len Vickery's U of A team that won the CIS National Championship. So we're going to add, and with new faces comes a little bit of impetus in the side that it challenges the status quo. We want to get better. We want to prove that last year wasn't just a one-off. We want to keep adding to it. So Hutchins came through, I think it was a contact. The guy works so hard on his game. He's very persistent. He was at us as academy. I think he was Blizzards before that. He went to Vancouver Whitecaps residency, came back to us, had Thunder Bay Chill. He's a resilient warrior. And so I think what he happened combined with his Mount Royal highlights and his PDL highlights, he's been putting out there, and he was contacted for a mutual friend with the Canucks Abroad group, and they got him to somebody who needed a centre back, and by all accounts he's gone in there, made a great impression of himself, and he'll do smashing. For the trials right now, I think we're at 25, my last count. What I'm looking for, it was the same as last year. You want to unearth something that you don't have. So last year we had Dylan Powley, our goalkeeper, who became our number 1, and Nico Pasquotti, who became a pivotal player from us, who came out of Lethbridge College. We're looking for players that are fit, focused, technical, and that can add to our culture. It's a short summer season. We want to make sure the culture that we have is fostered, because when we go down stateside and we're playing against these competitive Portland Timbers, Seattle Sounders, Lane Uniteds, we want to make sure that we've got a really good group of guys, and that's what we're looking for. Last year was about focusing on each game. No different. We want to improve with every single game. If we do that, then we'll go on a run similar to last year. We want to make sure that last year wasn't a one-off. We want to show that, look, we're here announced as a franchise, and we're here not just to focus on what we're doing PDL. We want to get players into professional environment. So whether it be USL, MLS, or even the proposed CPL coming in, we want to make sure we've got players ready out of Calgary and Canada that can make an impact on the game.